Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Friday afternoon. Welcome into this another edition of the Auburn Blitz. Andy Graham and Brett Pritchard here with you until 1 o'clock today, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn on the way down to Baton Rouge. They'll play tomorrow, 2:30 on CBS in a top 10 matchup, number 9 Auburn versus number 2 LSU, the undefeated Bengal Tigers. Boasts one of the best offenses in the country right now. Auburn boasts one of the best defenses in the country right now. It's going to be a very interesting matchup to see.
Auburn and LSU playing tomorrow, or is it Alabama?
Well, you might not know that. A lot of people looking forward to the Alabama-LSU, kind of looking past this game. Is LSU looking past it? Coach O said in his press conference, not so.
I wouldn't think so.
They know Auburn very well. Auburn knows them very well, and they're both looking forward to this matchup on Saturday. Coach O said the stadium is going to be on fire.
Man, that's not good.
Well, that's
you better have some fire extinguishers.
And
we have known to be. This series has fire in it.
We'll be talking about some former Auburn LSU games, and there have been a lot of very memorable Auburn LSU games. A lot for bizarre reasons, but we'll take a look back at some of those. In recent memory, some of the most memorable that we have. We'd love to hear yours. What's your most memorable Auburn-LSU matchup over the years? Love to get your prediction on this game on Saturday. Again, high scoring, low scoring. Could be some rain in the forecast down in Baton Rouge. So all these things kind of factor in. How do you think it's all going to? How do you think it's all going to turn out?
Well, that system did just develop into a depression, so it's going to be even. I mean, it's going to be raining down there the entire day today and then throughout the morning tomorrow. So will it be out in time for kickoff? I don't know, but the field will still be. So
yeah, it will be very saturated, no doubt about it. Again, we'll break down a lot of these things, do a little over-under as we like to do on Fridays. Love to hear from you. Love to get your comments. Always appreciate to interact with you any way we can. And we appreciate all of you out there joining us, whether that be on 105.1 The Lake or Charter Channel 3 or WOTM across statewide, this great state of Alabama, on Charter Cable. Facebook Live, however you choose to tune us in, we appreciate you joining us today. Always like to remind you that we're brought to you by Russell Do-It Center with 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center. Also, Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Interest rates are really good right now. It's a great time to refinance if you're in the market for that. So go and check out Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. 256-397-0248. 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They service the entire state of Alabama. Brett, let's just kick it off and bounce around a little bit. Maybe most memorable or maybe favorite LSU Auburn matchup and least favorite Auburn and LSU matchup over the years.
I've got several least favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely, my first game to work at Auburn was when the barn caught on fire. Mm-hmm. That was a great one to start
1996.
I started to reconsider. I was like, man, maybe this isn't a good deal. But actually, technically, I started the Arkansas game. I had been approved to start, but that was actually my last game to sit in the student section as an Auburn student. But I had the fire going behind us, and you didn't know where it was coming from. It was kind of crazy. Of course, LSU wins the game and kind of ruins everything. But it was one of those situations where you look at it, there's crazy things that go on in this series. The earthquake game, that was one of the first ones I remember. going all the way back to 1988 when they beat us 7-6. We were number 4 in the country, had a chance at a national championship or making a run toward one. And you know, they didn't move the ball on us at all that day. They weren't very good, and we were a much better team than them. And this was classic Pat Dye, not going for the throat and ending the game when he could have, and he let them hang around and they won the thing. So the 2010 Auburn game was a memorable one. I was at the 04 and the 10 both. They were both outstanding wins.
Oh, yeah.
While I was a student assistant at Auburn in '97, we went down there and we won 31-27. Cecil Collins had about 300-something yards rushing. Rusty Williams had a good game. That game, of course, Damian Craig.
Star of the show.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so it was basically who was going to have the ball last that night. So I had some really good ones. The 99 one, obviously the last one that we won. Coach Tuberville, his first trip down there to the Bayou as the Auburn head coach, and we run the trickeration play with Duval over the shoulder. And we scored and kind of went down there and took it to him and never let off the gas.
Of all people, Luke Robinson was in attendance that day for Auburn beating LSU in 1999.
Well, he had reason to be back then. So he was miserable either way.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. He could have cared less about either one of those.
And pulling for LSU, by the way, I will say.
Of course he was.
You know,
he wouldn't pull for Auburn if it were the only team left on there. He just quit watching football.
Well, I told him.
He just wasn't watching it.
The fact that he had a miserable day actually made me smile. So that's a good thing. So many memorable. The 1994, you know, the 5 interception, fourth quarter basically.
I was in that game, and I got up 3 times to leave. I'm not kidding. I was sitting up there, got up 3 times to leave, and every time I got up, we picked the pass off.
Yeah.
Seriously. And I'm like, are they stupid? What are they doing over there?
Jamie Howard and Curly Hallman calling the.
That was
continuing to pursue that.
Pat Nix
continue to throw.
Couldn't do anything in that game.
Not a thing.
And Damian Craig came in some goal line stuff.
He couldn't do anything.
He couldn't do anything.
It was
just nobody could do anything. And so
terrible.
Our defense could. They scored more touchdowns in that game, and then probably our wide receivers did all year.
Yeah.
But they ended up winning the game. That was crazy. So I've been at all of those games, and again, some of them didn't work out for us. Some of them did.
I remember 2002. I think it rained most of the game. I don't think it rained hard, but it was one of those games where it just kind of drizzled rain most of the day. You know, Nick Saban, a very good LSU team, rolled in there, and Auburn just pounded them. And that's when I think that's about mid-season. That was the beginning when you started to think, man, you know, this Auburn team's pretty doggone good. I think we would end up going to Florida, obviously, and choking that one away. But 2002, you started to see so much of that talent that Tommy Tuberville had.
And then they returned the favor the next year.
They really did.
And beat us the same score.
Better Auburn team, and got beat pretty bad. I guess 2001 was the one that got postponed.
Yeah, we had to play at the end of the season.
Yeah, had to go. That really wasn't that big a deal. Like you said, 04 one's probably the most memorable one for me. Just that 10-9. I mean, it was Jason Campbell finally the light came on for him. Courtney Taylor kind of became a star that day. Obviously, the missed extra point that a bizarre, seldom called penalty, but it was a penalty.
It was. Let us off the hook.
They let us off the hook. We got another one, and I said this. I think the last time we were talking about it, even the second chance try, the snap rolled back, and a kid named, I think his name was Sam Revis, was holding and made it. I mean, one of the best holds. You never hardly ever say that sentence, but one of the greatest holds ever to be able to get that ball because it rolled.
That would
back
be the most Auburn thing ever, right? To come back and do that and then screw the extra point up just like we did at Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know, they talked about that for 3 extra points. They go, I knew they were talking us into missing that. And Auburn's up. The next one will be for the tie. The next one will be to break the record. And literally, the next extra point after we break the record, he hooks it. Yeah. So it's the most Auburn. You know, what is the most Auburn?
Well, look, we've set the record. Our name's in the record books. Now the pressure's off.
That would have been.
You don't have to keep the streak going.
the worst thing in the world if he would have duck hooked it on the one to break it.
Good grief, that would be
I mean,
awful.
we were one away from it.
I know.
Golly, man.
So what's your most memorable or maybe least favorite Auburn-LSU matchup? There are so many down through the years.
Patrick said the Gus versus Les loser gets fired game.
2016.
And literally, Les Miles.
He needed one more second.
They needed one more. There's a lot of that goes on. We needed one more second last year. Or we needed the second to be off the clock last year. As it was a last-second field goal.
We just needed one less pass interference.
We did.
I mean, one less pass interference in fourth down, third and longs. We would have gotten out there with a win.
I flash back to 05. We lose in overtime. We couldn't. John Vaughn missed how many field goals in that game?
5.
I mean, Lord have mercy. I mean, you lose out.
And
it's
a
just
really
such a weird
good field goal kicker.
Oh, I know it was, and just couldn't hit anything. And then went back down there in 2007, and they threw one into the end zone with time running out. I mean, he didn't know when time was on the clock. He totally lost track. And of course, they catch it, and they beat us.
Demetrius Byrd, was it? They caught that pass.
Whoever.
Yeah.
I mean,
but here's a thing that, and we'll go to break on this, but here's something that's just the most bizarre thing. Would have never thought about it, would have never known if I hadn't looked it up. 2008, bad Auburn team, right?
Terrible.
When we played LSU, we were the number 9 team in the country. In 2008, did you remember we were that good?
Team right now, too.
Up against the break, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Auburn Blitz.
Score big with these deals at Bice Motors in Alex City. Up to 27% off on select 2019 Ram trucks. During Jeep Adventure Days, lease a new 2019 Jeep Compass Latitude for $209 a month. Save over $8,000 on a new 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude.
We guarantee the lowest price, and we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Make your scoring drive to Bice Motors in Alex City.
Lake Martin Building Supply, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Owners Tiffany and Michael Huff believe in constantly improving their inventory for you. From deer corn, feeders, to Valspar paint, to top quality lumber, and RV section, Lake Martin Building Supply welcomes each customer that comes through the door with a warm hello and a pleasant goodbye, and a come back to see us real soon. That's Lake Martin Building Supply, Dable Road. Call today, 256-234-5500.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, where your family at Hidley Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Alex City Marines located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landows are in, and boy are they gorgeous. Also some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show. Auburn 22-30-1 all time versus LSU. 14-17 since 1980. Of course, Auburn and LSU didn't play every year. Only played a handful of times in the 80s. Started playing, each other every single year from 92 on. But 14-17 since 1980. 3-9 in the last 12 years. Hasn't gone Auburn's way. And a lot of those Auburn could have won. That's the bad thing.
A lot of missed opportunities in there.
Clearly, 2017 was a great opportunity for Auburn to break the streak in Baton Rouge, but did not.
At worst, y'all be 6-6 in the series. And we talked about 3 games we gave away.
Think about 2012. I mean, a very forgettable game, terrible. But number 2 LSU only beats Auburn 12-10. I remember Auburn. That's like the best game Auburn played all year.
It was
in 2012.
It sure was. Especially after what happened to them the year before.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That 11 game. Wasn't that the one where the big fullback said we were soft and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were number 19 in that year.
I know.
I don't know. Is there nobody playing football that year?
I think we look back. We don't realize that we started out ranked in a lot of these seasons, and
we were dropping.
It kind of got away from us late.
But what were we ranked when we were number 9 and lost in 08? Good Lord, we must have played them second game of the year.
I think it was mid-season. I think the next week is when we lost to, was it maybe Arkansas or Mississippi State? And I think we lost like 4 of the next 5. It got bad. I take that back. It was Vandy.
I don't remember.
Vandy, 14-13. I know. 65 national pundits made a prediction for this game.
64
according to AU Auburn Undercover. 1 person picked Auburn to win out of 65 national pundits. Does that make you feel better or worse?
Who was
or
that
indifferent? That's a good question.
They just want to go out on a limb.
I'm sure.
Just like Mattress,
make a name for
Mattress Mac or whatever that guy is that bet $10 million on the Astros. And now he's down 0-2.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's wondering what he's thinking right now. They said he went to the sports book in New Jersey yesterday and put another $1 million on him. He's like, well, I'm going to raise you.
He obviously's got more money.
If your name's Mattress Mac, I mean, you're either – there's a lot of different fields that you could be involved in, professions.
Yeah.
And just selling mattresses ain't one of them. So
that's true.
All right.
News from the inside. This is coming from inside the Auburn program, deep within the Auburn program. Coming from insiders. Defensive lineman Nick Coe and Daquan Newkirk both need to make some amends for issues on and off the practice field. We heard that last week. Didn't play versus Arkansas. Whether they have done that sufficiently to play Saturday at LSU after not playing at Arkansas is uncertain. So it's being, I guess,
So that means don't count on him.
Nick Coe plays in this game?
Or is Gus holding the special card? You know, we're not going to let them know they're playing. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, if he plays, that's great. I mean, it means he's
if
done what he needs to do. And
if he plays hard,
that's what I'm
he goes
saying.
out there and he does
if he does something and contributes, it'll be good.
Yeah. Redshirt freshman running back Harold Joyner, a fan favorite, has made significant progress and is getting closer to playing a significant role in Auburn's offense. So why is he just inching that way, Brett? He's taking his time, but he's getting closer.
You know, maybe by the end of the season he'll be ready to go.
He started to playing tougher, an insider said, and he needed to.
Okay. Maybe that run against Arkansas, the light came on.
Maybe so. Auburn offensive line coach J.B. Grimes is increasingly confident that he has some good answers should injuries force changes in his starters. He thinks we got some depth at offensive line. He likes the backups.
Okay.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Better than what he was saying going into the season, according to some people that we need.
Yeah. Nix continues to have the support of his older teammates. It's amazing how much these guys believe in him. It says a lot about not just who he is as a player, but as a person.
According to Colin Cowherd, Bo Nix is a mess. This is going to be a blowout.
Oh, really?
Never was, never going to be close. Take the 10.5. He said, you know, Florida played about as good a game as you can play and still lost by 2 touchdowns. So Auburn with a terrible quarterback that's a mess, and Bo Nix, according to Colin Cowherd.
But yet the players believe in him.
Yep, they believe in him.
And somebody brought up that it's a good point yesterday that, Derek Brown made it a point after that Florida game, say, look, man, you're our guy. You're going to be better.
That's great. I don't think
that's leadership.
I don't think he's a mess. I think he's a freshman, and I think he's having hard times on the road, which, he's thrown 5 picks on the road, and I don't think he's thrown 1 at home. So we ain't been home much. So I don't really say a lot. Sam Blum, according to Justin, with the Dallas Morning News, picked Auburn. He was the Lone Ranger.
The Dallas Morning News.
The Lone Ranger out in Dallas. Where did that come from? He just said, look, I know everybody's going to pick LSU. He probably hates LSU. There's probably something there. But regardless of what happens, I think Auburn, obviously, they know what they got to do down here. And Gary Harris asked me this morning, he's like, look, is the difference going to be the defensive line? And I said, yes. If Auburn is to win the game, it means that they played outstanding, and it was the pressure that Auburn was able to get on Joe Burrow to be able to disrupt what he's been doing. Yeah. So, as you laugh about something, I don't know what about. So,
nothing. It's silliness.
Just total silliness.
Yeah. Auburn coaches like the running backs they have available in the absence of injured Boobie Whitlow, but who would be the one to run through tough enough? I screwed that up. Who would be the one to run tough enough, consistently enough to close out a game? Don't know until somebody actually does it.
That's right.
Who, in your opinion, would it be? Who do you want closing out the game?
Put them in a hat and shuffle them around and pull one out right now.
Yeah. Up against another break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace. Smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your new TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Pickens County Tornadoes versus the Gordo Green Wave. Stay with WOTM all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the new home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 30 more minutes in today's show. How about a little over or under 425 total yards for the Auburn Tigers? We are averaging
total yards
433.
Man, for us to win, we're gonna have to be close to that. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna say under though. I'm going to go under. I don't know that
It's hard to – I think we could get there. I don't know. Against them on the road.
Be tough.
But you're right. I think in order to win, we're going to have to be above that. I will go under.
After all that.
How about LSU, 425 total
and
yards?
What goes with all
They're
that?
averaging 540 basically a game. Can we hold them to 420?
I'm going to say, man, I tell you, that's tough. I'm going to say yes. If we win, if I'm going to look at this from a winning perspective, I'm going to say we hold them to under that.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to. I think both teams
look, man,
are going
if
to
our
have to be
defensive
around
line is playing well, it's going to disrupt. He's not going to sit back there and scan the field. So if he does scan the field and we're not getting any pressure, then it'll be 600 total yards because our secondary struggles anyway. But if our defensive line's forcing him to have to make, get the ball out of his hands faster than he'd like, to run for his life a little bit, then, that definitely will play into our hands to keeping them under 400 yards.
I don't think they got to 500 yards against Mississippi State. And that was, that's pretty big. So
that was the dullest game.
It was not.
What in the world?
Wasn't great, but I think Auburn certainly could do that. 200 rushing yards for the Auburn Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get there? That's a key stat for Auburn as far as winning games.
I mean, I think for Auburn to win, depending on the weather, I'm going to go yes. You're going to run the ball a lot, try to take it out of Bo Nix's hands. I mean, his numbers are pedestrian. What was he, 12 of 17 against Arkansas? I mean, they're going to try to not let him pass if they don't have to. So running the football is going to be key, like you said. So I'm going to say they get there.
So Auburn wants Bo Nix not to throw the ball, and LSU wants Bo Nix to throw the ball.
Oh, that's exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So who wins that battle? That's going to be a key.
I just don't think LSU's defense is as good as it. They can't dictate like they have been in the past what they want teams to do.
LSU not allowing the 93 yards rushing a game. They
Can I go through their schedule?
Yeah.
Can I run down their opponents for you?
Florida's pretty good.
No, they are. I mean, I give them that. I didn't say they played the entire 7 teams were cupcakes, but obviously Texas is about average, like we thought.
Pretty good offense, not a very good
defense at all. Florida, the one lone, they played Utah State, Vanderbilt, Northwest State. Where's Northwest State at?
Northwestern State, I don't know.
Good Lord. They had to dig around to find some of this. Georgia Southern, Utah State, and Mississippi State. Juggernaut.
Yeah. They haven't been truly tested, except against Florida. And
That's right.
They passed that, so good, give them credit. LSU rushing yards, 100 rushing yards. Can Auburn hold them to 100 or less rushing yards?
Well, again, it depends on what the weather's doing. Mm-hmm. If it's a deluge and it looks like Kentucky, Georgia, then nobody's going to be passing. Then you can throw all this out, and it's going to be who turns the ball over and who can get out alive. I mean, that's really what it'll turn into, a slop fest.
Yeah.
It'll just be everybody leaning on everybody and seeing if you can bust a play on the ground. So I don't know. If they're doing that, then yeah, they'll
Let's
top
just
100 yards.
assume that it's not a deluge.
Okay, let's assume that it's a good
It's
afternoon.
a decent afternoon.
I mean, I think they can run for 100 yards, yeah.
I will go over, but slightly over.
Gotcha.
105 rushing yards for LSU.
Somewhere around in that.
225 yards for Bo Nix passing. You're going to have to throw for that? Can we get away with him not having another 193-yard day or 195?
How efficient is his 193 yards is the question. There's a lot that
no
goes
picks.
into that. There's a lot that goes into that too.
Yeah.
So.
Right now, Joe Burrow is averaging 385 yards passing a game. Can we hold him to 325 or below?
I'm gonna say he's gonna throw for like 275.
I think that would be a good day for Auburn. Actually,
it would.
Yeah. 40 yards rushing for Bo Nix.
I think so.
I like that.
I'd
take the over on that.
Yeah, I think so.
Burrow, 40 yards rushing. He's sneaky. He takes advantage.
He is sneaky. I'm gonna say he's gonna be flushed a bunch, so he'll have opportunities. Is this net or gross?
Let's say net, and say I'm gonna go over on the gross and under on the net.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Because I'm gonna say we sack him 2 or 3 times.
That's right. I'm on you. I'm with you on that.
Auburn tackles for loss, 6. We average about 7 a game. Can we get them behind the line? Can we force them to be uncomfortable?
Tackles for loss.
Mm-hmm.
6. That's a lot.
7.7 is what Auburn's defense averages.
I'm gonna say they're gonna have 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go under. Stephen Maxwell, by the way, said if the ground's really wet, and that's definitely in Auburn's favor. I mean, I agree with him.
Tackles for loss for LSU, I put it at 6 as well. They average 6.4. We'll need to probably decrease that number.
Yeah.
3 sacks, Auburn or LSU.
Whew.
I think Auburn averages 3 sacks.
I think it's going to be tough for either team.
They average 2.5.
I think it's going to be tough for either one of them to get
really?
3. I mean, yeah. A lot of LSU's pass plays get the ball out of his hand extremely quickly. All right? Bo Nix can run away from people. That's why they can't get their hands on him. So I'm going to say under for both.
2 turnovers for each team?
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm going to say that's a push.
Total 60 points in the game.
Man. I'm going to say over.
Really? Does that benefit Auburn, or it doesn't?
Whoever's got the most.
You
like that analysis?
I like that for sure. Leading rusher, leading receiver, leading tackler for Auburn. I'll let you ponder that during the break.
That'd be good.
We'll come back.
Thank you. I appreciate
will,
the extra time.
That's what I'm here for.
I know. You're also here to ask me a question I don't know the answer.
This is true. I can come up with one of those too.
You do it on a daily basis.
We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Baden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty.
Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost.
Hashtag customer service.
So come on by and let us show you
the Baden way.
Hashtag maintenance matters.
Hashtag totally awesome.
Baden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
Hashtag your neighborhood dealership.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn on South College. New Kias at 0% APR financing and no payments for 90 days.
Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn.com.
This is Coach Pat
down. At Kia of Auburn, you are always number one.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock today. Jason Caldwell from Inside the Auburn Tigers will join us in the final segment of today's show, so be sure to stay tuned for that. We were talking about Auburn and LSU. Get your predictions in. We'd love to hear those as we kind of close out the last couple of segments of the show today. Auburn's leading rusher. Who will it be Saturday? Cam Martin, DJ Williams, Harold Joyner, Bo Nix?
I think it's going to be DJ Williams.
Really?
I do. I think he'll end up emerging as the guy that gets majority of the carries. I think Cam Martin will get his 7 or 8 carries, but I think the guy that they'll lean on is DJ Williams. I just feel that way.
I think you'll probably see what you saw last week. You'll see all 4 guys get in there and get some carries.
I'd love to see Harold Joyner be the guy. He's the one that I think could really be a dominant back out of that group. I mean, not the DJ Williams looked good, by the way.
He did.
He looks the part.
Just got good instincts, it seems
he does.
like.
He does.
He runs. He reminds me of Michael Dyer when he runs.
He does.
He's very low to the ground. He's not going to blow anybody away with speed, but he's quick. He takes very small steps, but he gets where he's going.
Patrick's got a couple of comments. We can't leave the middle of the field open, and we do quite frequently. And he said we can't allow Tut to be matched up one-on-one. He also said he didn't like Martin's running style.
He sticks it. I mean, runs looking at the ground.
I know.
He don't hold his head up to find the hole. It seems like.
Yeah, he's just not a go-to running back in this league. I mean, I'm sorry. You know, there's a reason he hadn't emerged. And like you said, the difference if you turn on film watching DJ Williams versus Cam Martin, it's extremely evident which one's a natural running back, which one isn't.
Yeah, I would agree. Auburn's leading receiver, Seth Williams.
Yeah, it's going to be
Anthony Schwartz.
It'll be Seth Williams.
It will be Seth Williams.
Mm-hmm. He causes matchup problems, man. I don't care if you got Delpit on him or whoever. I mean, he's a tough guy to cover. And, you know, when he's targeted, he comes away most of the time on the right side. You know, he comes away on the winning side. So he either moves the chains, he's a big play receiver, moving the chains or scoring touchdowns. Now, number of touches, maybe Anthony Schwartz. Looked like they got him involved a little bit more in the passing game instead of just handing it off to him on a speed sweep. He was, you know, running routes and catching balls down the field, which I was blown away about in the Arkansas game. So
I'd love to see Will Hastings and Eli Stove get a little bit more involved in the passing game. I think that opens it up even more so for Seth Williams and Anthony Schwartz.
Our first Facebook prediction is LSU 24, Auburn 10.
24.
That's an old school.
That would
grind them out.
Yeah, really. That would be that'd be a little surprising, actually, if that score held up. Auburn's leading tackler. I would go with somebody from the secondary.
Somebody going to be, I mean, probably Jeremiah Denson.
I mean, he's the safe pick.
Jeremiah Denson, or, you know, could have a linebacker could be. You know, a guy that steps up.
Could be an Owen Papo or a Jacoby McClain.
I think Owen Papo's got a chance to. He's really starting to get it at this level, which is really, really huge for this defense.
Patrick says, from what I've been told, Joyner wasn't physical in the beginning of fall camp, and now he's turning it around. That seems to be what the prognosis was.
I wouldn't be shocked by that. You know, learning to get in there and decide you're gonna mix it up or not tiptoeing through the tulips.
I tell you, he looked faster and quicker than I had been led to believe.
Oh yeah.
Against Arkansas. Now, granted,
of course, Arkansas makes a lot of people look.
It was a beaten, bad Arkansas defense.
Scott Young says 24-17 Auburn. I'll give my prediction in the last part of the show.
If we hold them to 17,
and I'll tell you what I told Gary. but it'll be at the end of the
You'll
program.
have to wait for that.
Have to wait. Wow, I'm sure everybody's just waiting on the edge of their seat for that one, aren't they?
Just a couple more minutes left here in this segment.
Let's skip down to something real quick before you get this Allen Green discussion. I'm gonna talk about that for a second.
We can.
No one. I'll let you kind of go through it.
Well, I mean, apparently there's chatter, there's rumor, there's some innuendo that perhaps Southern Cal might be interested in Allen Green as AD. From looking or talking to sources, people in the athletic department, no one can say whether they are baseless or whether there is something to these rumors. And they won't likely go away until Allen Green actually addresses it. Will he? I don't know. But that's got to be a pretty coveted position. The athletic director of Southern California. Private school. Obviously a premier school.
Boy, he is just shooting up the ranks, isn't he? On people's radar.
Yep.
And we've been around him. He's extremely likable.
He is. He's very personable.
Very nice.
He's very smart.
Likes to drink wine.
Apparently so. I have no comment.
Yeah, no comment. No, but I mean, seriously, he is a.
Do you think would you blame him for leaving to go there?
Man, I don't blame anybody for trying to better themselves if that's if you consider that bettering yourself and that you want to go, where you think your family is going to benefit the most. That's what it all boils down to.
They have been through several ADs here in the last 10 years.
And I'm sure he'll do his homework on that. And you need to kind of put your boots on the ground and see what the feel of that whole program is out there. They've had some problems. They had some off the field, off the court, off the everything issues they've had to deal with. Of course, so have we. So he walked right into that.
Yeah.
But it'll just be his own prerogative whether he feels like this is where his next move should be.
Congratulations to Jared Harper. Made his NBA debut last night.
Sure did, in a blowout. But got in.
First Auburn player since Marquise Daniels to play in the NBA.
How about that? Moving on up.
Been a while.
Moving on up.
We'll be back with Jason Caldwell from Inside the Auburn Tigers right after this.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
WOTM, your new TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Pickens County Tornadoes versus the Gordo Green Wave. Stay with WOTM all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the new home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security. Let's talk soon.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Friday afternoon. Going to go with the phone line and welcome in our good friend Jason Caldwell from inside the Auburn Tigers, en route to Baton Rouge as we speak. Jason, thank you for taking some time for us today.
Hey, no problem, guys.
Well, let's just talk about it and dive right into it. Auburn going down to a place they haven't won since 1999. Man, that's probably the first time you've heard that. But that seems to be the theme, and it's a top 10 matchup. Auburn one loss, LSU undefeated. It's a different LSU team than we're used to, a very powerful offense. But this series has produced some really bizarre games. Kind of expect the unexpected, right?
Yeah, maybe this is the time. Like I said, I've been kind of jokingly going, maybe this is the time that Auburn has. They're about due to have one of their games fall in their favor in Baton Rouge, where Joe Burrow throws 5 interceptions or something like that. They're about due for one of those. We'll see if they can make it happen. They're going to have to put some pressure on him. But you're right, a top 10 matchup that does not feel like a top 10 matchup anywhere other than Auburn. I don't know that anybody else is even talking much about this game other than, well, is this another chance for Joe Burrow to stay in the Heisman race before they play Alabama? So it's been really interesting. It won't make a difference when they kick it off tomorrow, but hey, who knows if it made a little bit of difference this week leading up to the game. We'll find out. But I think LSU obviously will be ready to play, but I think this Auburn team is going to have even more of a chip on its shoulder, and that's hard to fathom considering that. Well, this is a team that's been ready to go, I think, in this game for a while after what happened a couple of years ago where they just gave one away to LSU on the road.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jason. And, you look at this series, and it's crazy to say that, you hadn't won somewhere in 20 years. But you look at some of the games down there, and, we're 3-9 our last 12 years. Andy talked about it earlier in the show. But at worst, well, I'll be 6-6. I mean, you give one away 2 years ago when you're down there, you're blowing them out, and they come back, and you let them come back and win. You go all the way back to the 05 and 07 games. You have some kind of crazy day for John Vaughn where he can't kick a field goal, and you lose in overtime. And then in 07, they throw a pass in the end zone with time running out. We've had our chances, had our opportunities, and we've let them slip away. no better way to kind of cure all that than to win on the 20th anniversary of your last victory.
Yeah, absolutely, and to be the team that people are saying is, well, it may be the best team in the country right now. They've definitely played as good as anybody in the country to this point offensively, but we still don't know. I mean, they played Texas. Texas gave up 48 to Kansas Saturday, a game we listened to, and they couldn't slow Kansas down at all. Who's the next? But they played Florida. Florida without their two best defensive players, and Florida moved the football on them consistently. I don't know that LSU's been tested yet. We've seen, Vandy scored 38 on them. Texas scored 38. Florida scored 28. You're looking at, and Auburn has the potential to be better than, now Texas offense is pretty good, but Florida has the potential, Auburn has the potential obviously to be better than Vandy and Florida offensively. If they can go out there and move the football consistently, and that defense just slow this LSU offense down some, put this game into the fourth quarter, hey, take your shot and see what happens.
It is an odd situation that you have two top 10 teams, a number 2 and a number 9 team, and everybody's just trying to fast forward and get to 2 weeks from now up in Tuscaloosa. And I think, again, as you said, Auburn, hopefully it made a difference in their preparation, their practice this week. And I also read some quotes from, Coach Malzahn this week. He said, look, we know how big the game is. This is our do or die. I mean, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this may be the toughest team Auburn has left to play. Not a cut on Georgia and Alabama, but I just think, as you said, they're the best team in the country right now. We're playing in their place. We got Georgia and Alabama at home. If you get by this one, you really got to feel good about the stretch coming down.
Yeah, I think because of where it's played, I think you look and you got that Georgia and Alabama at home. I think that tips the scales toward LSU, and I think LSU's playing as well as anybody. I think Ohio State is playing the best in the country right now because of the way they're doing everything on every side of the ball. I may feel differently tomorrow. We'll see after getting a look at LSU up close and personal. But you look at it, and I think this is a game where you got to do some things well. You got to be able to run the football to take some of that pressure off Bo Nix. But you got to go out and I said it today. You got to play offense and kind of turn it loose because you're going to have to score at some point. You may not have to. I don't know that you win a game in the 30s, but you got to score more than 17 to beat LSU this year.
Jason, Brett and I were talking about it earlier in the show. Who's Auburn's leading rusher tomorrow, do you think?
Boy, to me, if it's not DJ Williams, then I think that may not be great news for Auburn. I just think he's a guy that, in this environment, I think he's the guy that's probably the best every down back Auburn has, and so I would guess that he's the guy that's going to get more of those touches. Hey, maybe I'm surprised, and maybe Cam Martin. I think Cam Martin's going to get his carries too. Maybe he has a couple of big runs. That'd be great news for Auburn, but I would suspect it would be DJ Williams.
Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Jason, we appreciate it. You joining us each and every Friday. You guys be safe, okay?
Enjoy that catfish, Jason.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. See you, bud.
That was Jason Caldwell from inside the Auburn Tigers, going down to Baton Rouge as we speak. All right, Brett. Just about a minute or two left in the show. Mm-hmm. Auburn at LSU tomorrow.
I'm going to stick with my prediction I had earlier this morning on Gary's show in Tuscaloosa, 31-27 Auburn.
Okay.
I'm going to go back and revisit 1997. And going to win 31-27 because I think the defensive line does make a difference in this game. I don't think LSU's been tested. I think they do get after Joe Burrow. He still has a good game, but he didn't have PlayStation number of games like he's had against Texas and against Florida and against Mississippi State and some of these other teams that they played, and against Northwestern Directional, whatever institution they played earlier in the year. So I'm going to go with that. I feel like the motivation is from within. I think Auburn knows how desperate they are right here, that they have no chance to win a championship if they lose down here Saturday. So it's all on the line. Go out there, and I think they play looser than they did at the Swamp because of it.
Yeah. I will give you two. I'll give you my realistic, and I'll give you my homer. I'm going to say 34-20 LSU. That's my realistic pick.
Well, then I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to hear
that. But my homer pick is 27-24 Auburn.
34-20. You're siding with Colin Cowherd.
Maybe. Well,
blowout.
Alabama. I mean, them winning by 14 at home. That's not really that.
It's not unrealistic, no.
If we've learned a lot and made some progress in Florida, maybe we'll.
Maybe so.
That's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us for Brett Pritchard. So long for everybody. We'll talk again soon.